legal e-bike. This thing is crazy. The Yozma in the drag race. So I'm not too hopeful for the Yozma. Okay, welcome back to another video. In front of me, we have one of the fastest street legal e-bikes. This is the AMYET S8. I'm pretty sure what it's called. I meant to be meeting up with my friend in like 30 minutes and my bike currently looks like this. I was gonna review the bike with the stock handlebars, but to be honest with you, today I don't have time to review the bike with the stock handlebars first before I swap them. But I will go over all the specs of this bike. Yo, this bike is insanely fast, and I have to remove this back fender because I don't really like it that much. But aside from that, I'm gonna remove the stock headlight because these pretty much come stock on every single bike and they're kind of ugly. And I'm gonna replace this front light assembly, but I'm probably only gonna have time to zip tie that to the front, and this front number plate, which fits the light pretty well. I gotta figure out how to get that bolt undone. I gotta do this like within like 30 minutes so I can go meet up my friend. But this is the brand new AMYET S8. You remember like a few videos ago, I reviewed the budget version of this, but this is like the fast. Yo, this bike pretty much has as much power as that e-motor right there. Like, this bike is insane. All right, so we finally got the back fender. All right, so we're currently out on the S8. Yo, don't judge my like wire management, because like out of all the street legal e-bikes, this thing is crazy. Yo, this thing has almost as much power as my Yozma, but it's pretty much in a street legal package. I would say it's a street legal e-bike, not like a street legal e-moto. I'd say like street legal e-bikes are more like mopeds and like less like dirt bikes, but this thing is honestly pretty crazy. Two motors, one in front and one in the rear. They're both 1,500 watts, so in total this is a 3,000 watt bike. I can't lie, this suspension is not really made for like off-roading, so it's a little bit stiff. But with this bike, yo, this range on this bike is absolutely crazy. I rode with my friend last night. I went out, the bike was not fully charged, and I'm pretty sure the range on this is like 70 miles. I might not be accurate with that, but I literally rode full throttle all the way home, and I did not run out of battery, which was pretty crazy. I was expecting this bike with the two motors to like run out of battery pretty fast, but I guess this is a pretty big battery. But you're gonna get like two nice rear shocks. They are a little bit stiff, but you're mainly gonna be riding this thing on the sidewalk or street or whatever. Really nice big brakes. Like out of any of the bikes, like this probably has the best brakes. Front and rear, obviously, both motors. Nice big like LED display. It was actually like upside down. I'm not sure if like you can pick it up on camera, but it was actually upside down yesterday because when I put on these bars, I accidentally installed it upside down. Obviously changed out the front number plate and headlight, but also a cool feature, like when I push the back brakes, it turns on and off my headlight because I accidentally wired it wrong or plugged it into the wrong spot. So yeah, but I'm probably gonna put this bike back to stock when I'm done making this video, because like when I first got my street legal e-bike, I used to like ride it everywhere, but I mainly just ride trails now. I'm gonna time it on this, see how fast I can get to the end of this like quote unquote driveway. Then I'm gonna go grab my Yozma and see how fast I can do it on that. I wanna see if this is faster than my Yozma with two motors. But no, but for a street legal e-bike, this thing is crazy. So it tops out about like 36, but I'm pretty sure it's like limited because of this controller. It's not gonna like push any more power. This bike just has so much torque because of the motors. But then you can switch it just to operate on the back motor, so it's a little bit more chill. So we're on the Yozma. I want to see if the street legal e-bike can beat the Yozma in a drag race, but I actually haven't rode my Yozma in a while. I'm actually building another bike for stunting, so I'm not too hopeful for the Yozma on this one, to be honest with you, because the Yozma is a little bit heavier. The launch on the Yozma isn't that great, even though it's like a really powerful bike. But here we go. 3, 2, 1. I did brake at the end a little bit there, but I don't know. Whoever the winner is, I'll put it up in screen on, I'll know once I'm done editing this video. But I don't know. Maybe, I just felt like the other bike was a little bit faster. But this is my overall thoughts on the AMYET S8. It's definitely a great commuter street legal e-bike that's like crazy fast, like if you want the extra power, but I don't have anywhere to commute to, so it's not the best bike for me. So I'm not really the best person to judge this bike. So, but if you want like a crazy commuter e-bike, then this is probably the bike for you because it is pretty fast. Maybe there is people that want like a super fast like street legal commuter e-bike, but if you are interested in the AMYET S8, I would go check it out. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and peace.